If you guys want to buy a lottery ticket, you can go ahead and come on up. They're $5 million for a ticket, and you can buy 2.
Oh, you got change?
Yes.
White will be here.
Okay, homework check. Go ahead and bring it on up. Alright, homework answers. Go ahead and bring up 1 through 3. Okay, number 1, your final answer should be y equals 2x plus 25. Number 2 should be y equals negative 1/4 x plus negative 1, or minus 1, either one will work. Number 3 should be y equals negative 5x plus negative 3. Okay, number 4 is y equals 1/2 x plus 1. Okay, number 5 is y equals 7x plus 18. And number 6 is y equals negative 3x plus 2. Okay, number 7 should be y equals 1/3 x plus 6. Number 8 should be y equals 6x plus 20. And number 9 should be y equals negative 2x plus 6. Alright, number 10 should be y equals 4x minus 23, or plus negative 23. Okay, any questions on the homework? Alright, phone alert. Get your phones out and get ready to scan the problem if you guys want the extra credit. Alright, no papers to pass out today. Remember, you can come in for 6th period for extra help, or if you need to make up or retake a test. Your objective for today is patterns, functions, and algebra number 8. And our learning target is to find the equation of the line that is parallel or perpendicular to a given line and passes through a given point. Alright, if you want the extra credit. Okay, for example 1, we're going to try and do the same thing we were doing yesterday, except this time we're just going to do the whole entire thing and the examples as well, instead of just finding the slope and then the y-intercept. So we have y equals x plus 5, and our point is negative 4, 13. We want to find the line that is parallel to this line and that passes through this point. What's the first thing we need to find? The slope of our new line. If they're parallel lines, what's our slope for our new line going to be?
1.
That's right, it's going to be 1. We get that from our line that we have. The line that we have is y equals x plus 5, so our slope is 1. Next, we need to find our y-intercept. How do we find our y-intercept? What are we using?
The coordinates.
Right, we're using our point, or our coordinate. We need to find y equals mx plus b. We're going to plug in everything that we know about our line. What do we know? Our slope is what?
1.
Okay, now we're going to plug in the coordinates of our point. What's our y-coordinate? 13. What's our x? Negative 4. Alright, plus b. Now we just need to solve this equation for b. What's the first thing we're going to do? We're going to multiply 1 and negative 4. So we have 13 is equal to 1 times negative 4, which is just what? Negative 4 plus b. What do we need to do now? Alright, we have a negative 4 on the right side, which means we need to add 4 to both sides to find our b. So our b is equal to 13 plus 4, which gives us 17. Okay, now that we have our slope and our y-intercept, we're just going to plug that back into y equals mx plus b to find what our new line is. Our slope is 1, so that's 1 times x, which is just x, plus our y-intercept, which is 17. So our final answer, the line that is parallel to this line that we were given and that passes through this point that we were given, is y equals x plus 17. Alright, walk back. Go ahead and just bring it up. If the line is parallel to this equation right here, that means we're going to have the same slope, so our slope is 3. Okay, for example 2, what's the first thing we need to find? The slope, right. We're looking for a line that's parallel to this line and moves through this point. So that means our slopes are going to be the same, which means our slope is what? -5. That's right. Okay, next we need to find our y-intercept. How are we going to find our y-intercept? Okay, we need to plug in our points. Y equals mx plus b. Plug in our y value. What's our y value? -11 is equal to our slope, which is -5. What's our x value? Okay, now we need to solve this equation. We have -11 is equal to -10 plus b. Alright, what do we need to do now? We're going to add 10 to both sides. When we do that, we'll have -1 on the left, and on the right we'll have b. So our b is -1. We're going to plug that back into our y equals mx plus b equation. Just need to plug in our slope, which is -5, and our y-intercept is -1. So our final answer for the line that is parallel to our given line and that passes through this point is y equals -5x plus -1, or y equals -5x minus 1. It's the same thing. Okay, walk by alert. Okay, good. We're plugging these back into y equals mx plus b. We're going to plug in 4 for m and -2 for b, which means we could have plus -2 or -2. Okay, go ahead and find the line parallel to this line that passes through this point and bring it up. We have y equals 2x minus 4. We need to find our slope and our y-intercept of the parallel line we're looking for. Our slope is going to be the same slope, which means it'll be 2. And our b, we're going to plug in -2 equals our slope, which is 2, times our x value, which is 6, plus b. -2 is equal to 2 times 6, which is 12, plus our y-intercept. We subtract 12 from both sides, and our y-intercept is going to be -14. When we plug this back into our equation, we'll have 2x minus 14 or plus -14. Either one is fine. Alright, answer for the bonus is -11. Okay, phone alert. Get your phone if you want to get the extra down. Alright, we're looking for a line that's parallel to our line here, and that moves through this point. What's our slope of our new line? 1/6. Okay, to find our y-intercept, we're using our point. We need to plug everything we know into y equals mx plus b. What's our slope for our new line? 1/6. Alright, what do we plug in for y? -7, right. What do we plug in for x? Alright, what's 1/6 times 18? How do we get rid of this 3? Subtract 3 from both sides. This means our y-intercept is going to be -10. So when we plug this into our new equation, we need to plug in our m and our b. So we're going to have y is equal to 1/6x plus -10 or -10. Okay, answer the bonus should be -15. Okay, extra credit number 2. If you want to go ahead and get it on your phone, go ahead and come on up and get it. Okay, for example 3, we have y equals -3x minus 12. We want to find the line that's parallel to this line that goes through point -2, 3. Alright, we need to find our slope and our y-intercept of our new line. What's our slope of our new line if these lines are parallel? -3. Remember, it's going to be the same as the line that we're given. What is the y-intercept? How are we going to find that? Alright. Alright, we're using our point. We're going to plug that into y equals mx plus b. We plug in what for y? 3. Our slope. And what do we plug in for x? -2. Okay, we need to solve this equation. -3 times -2 gives us a +6. That's right. What do we need to do now? Subtract 6 from both sides. When we do that, we get b on the right, and on the left, 3 minus 6 is -3. So our b is -3. So when we plug our slope and our y-intercept in, we'll have -3x minus 3, or -3x plus -3 is fine. Okay, walk by alert. The lines are parallel. Our slope is going to be -7. They'll be the same. Alright, example 4, we have y equals 6x minus 10. We need to find our slope and our y-intercept. What's our slope?
6.
Alright, you guys tell me what to do for the y-intercept. What are we going to do? Plug in our points. How are we going to do that? What do we plug in for y?
8.
What's our slope?
6.
What's our x? Alright, what do I need to do next? 6 times 2 is 12. Good. Alright, subtracting 12 from both sides, what does that give us? -4. Alright, so what's our line going to look like? Right. Alright, good. Okay, alert. Alright, our y-intercept for this will be -4. Okay, go ahead and do practice problem number 3. Problem, our slope for our new line is going to be the same as the one we have, so that's going to be 5. To get our y-intercept, we'll have 6 is equal to 5 times -3 plus b. That'll be 6 is equal to -15 plus b. When we add 15 to both sides, our b is going to be 21. That means our new line will be y is equal to 5x plus 21. Okay, answer for the bonus is -6. Okay, phone alert. If you guys want to come up for extra credit number 3. Number 4, if you want the extra credit. Okay, this time we're looking for a line that is perpendicular to this line. So that means our slope is going to be different. Perpendicular lines have what kind of slopes? They're not equal, they're what? Negative reciprocals. So if our slope for this is -1/4, what's our slope for our new line going to be? 4/1.
Positive 4.
Yes, it'll be positive. It's a negative, that means it's going to be positive 4/1. Remember, if it's -1/4, the reciprocal means that we're going to flip the top and the bottom, and also we're going to change the sign. So since this is negative, we're going to make it positive. And when we flip it, we get 4/1, which is just 4. So our slope for our new line for perpendicular lines is going to be 4. Now we find our y-intercept the same way. We just need to plug in our slope and our points into y equals mx plus b. What's our y going to be for this? -2. What's our slope? And what's our x? 16. Good. That's -2 is equal to 4 times 16. What's 4 times 16?
64.
64?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What do we need to do? Subtract 64 from both sides. So what's our b going to equal? Negative 66. Okay, good. When we plug this back in, that means our line is going to be y is equal to our slope, which is 4x, plus our y-intercept, which is negative 66.
Sure.
Right? It's just the only difference is the slope didn't be that bad. Practice problem. You guys won't have hard to copy. Okay, what's our slope going to be for our perpendicular line? Negative 1/3. To find our y-intercept, we plug it into y equals mx plus b. That'll be 6 is equal to negative 1/3 times negative 1 plus b. Negative 1/3 times negative 1 is positive 1/3. When we subtract 1/3 from both sides, 6 minus 1/3 is what? 5 2/3. So our new line is going to be negative 1/3 x plus 5 2/3. All right, you guys, tomorrow you have a benchmark test that you're going to be taking. And Friday, you're going to have a regular test over everything that you've taken or everything that you guys have had since the last test. Don't forget to fill out your exit slips. And there is no homework for tonight. You just need to study.